This is the only pink t-shirt in my whole closet. So that's what we're gonna wear today. It's time for a wrap-up. Because it is February. In February, I'm not gonna say the R because otherwise it's gonna sound weird. I read 5 books. I had exams, so I'm pretty proud of myself for being able to read so much. Let's get into the stats. I read, in terms of genre, 1 fantasy book, 1 contemporary/romance book, 2 horror books, and 1 thriller. In terms of star rating, I read 1 5-star, 1 4-star, 2 3.5 stars, and 1 2.5 stars. And I don't know how many pages I read. Typical. I think it's around 1,690 pages, but I'm not sure. So I'll leave it somewhere here. So, the first book I read in 2020, I almost said 2019, is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I was so excited about this. I really liked The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and the premise, the plot, is about a library and books, so I was super excited, but I gave it a 4-star. It just I didn't love it. This is about a guy called Zachary Ezra Rollins. I will never forget that name because every chapter began with Zachary Ezra Rollins. And Zachary finds a book that tells a story that is about him, that happened to him when he was younger. And it is about him finding a secret place called the Starless Sea. It's more, okay, he finds a place called the Harbor of the Starless Sea where there is loads of books, and it's about his adventure trying to find the Starless Sea and trying to do something else. I don't want to spoil. But he finds new friends and mysterious things and weird things happen. The beginning, I loved it so much, but then it was confusing. I really liked Zachary. He's kind of like me. He likes to read books. He is an introvert. Hello, good morning. I liked the different characters, the story within a story. I liked the library and books aspect. I like the little mysterious puzzly things, but the metaphors were way too much for me. And the ending, I don't like endings for some reason. Loads of books this month I did not like because of the ending. This book's ending just annoyed me so much. I don't know why. I guess it was because it was so metaphoric or whatever. I don't know. I didn't like it. But it was still amazing the first half. That's why I gave it a 4 stars. Then I read Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. Ooh, the glare. This, as you may notice, looks a lot like an IKEA catalog. That's mainly why I wanted to read this. I don't like horror books. I don't know. Now suddenly I start reading lots of them and I'm kind of enjoying them, so I might like them. But I thought I didn't like horror books because I don't like horror movies. I didn't like this, but it was fun to read. This is about an IKEA kind of place called Orsk. It's kind of weird. And it's about how it is haunted. I gave it a 2.5 because the ending was not for me, yet again. I didn't like where it went. Nothing was really explained. I don't know why any of that happened. I want to know why. And I want to know more, like a more, I don't know, I wanted an ending that gave me satisfaction that they're fine. If you've read this, you know what I mean. Then I read My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Braithwaite. I think that's how her name is said. This is about 2 girls that are sisters. Kareed, I don't know how to say these names, I'm sorry. Karede or Kareed is the oldest sister, and oh my god, I forgot. Ayula is the youngest sister. Ayula keeps killing men, and Kared keeps helping her dispose of the body and cleaning up. And she thinks it's because Ayula is trying to defend herself when the men are hurting her, but we don't really know if that's true. I give this a 3.5 because I liked the concept, I guess, and I related with the oldest sister because I am the oldest sister and I always help my sister even though I don't want to because she annoys me. But Karede is a doormat. She did not fight back. She did not tell her sister, like, stop, you're going to jail. She just let her sister walk right over her. Also, yet again, I wanted to know why, the motive, explain, and the ending. Then I read another Grady Hendrix book, which is My Best Friend's Exorcism. The cover looks like it mixed with Stranger Things. So I was intrigued. It looks very 80s. I love 80s movies. So I was pretty excited even though this is a horror, paranormal kind of book. This is about Abby, I believe. Yes. Abby and Gretchen. Gretchen is Abby's best friend since they were little, and Abby had a party that only Gretchen came to. And one day, after they had acid for the first time, Gretchen starts acting weird. She's possessed, by the way. Spoiler. I wonder why. And it's Abby trying to save her best friend, and everyone else is a horrible person. I really liked the 80s vibe. Do you know those scary movies? I really liked that it was kind of like that. It was not scary, it was funny scary. You know? I didn't like The Exorcism. It was not good. It was so bad. I wanted to know, for the third time, why? Why was she possessed? Was it random? Why? What? I didn't like that the parents were typically like, oh, I don't believe you're being an idiot, you're a child. No, I did not like the ending. I don't know what it is with endings, but I just don't like them. The ending was so bad. Like, it was cute and whatever, but I did not want that. Finally, the last book that I read was Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. I really liked this. I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. I loved everything. I just didn't like some descriptions of adult stuff. Bernard, you know, no thank you. I didn't need to know that. It's about Rachel Chu and Nick. When she goes to meet her boyfriend's parents for the first time, she discovers Nick is extremely rich. And it's a lot of drama against Rachel and gold diggers, and it's so fun. I loved it. Those are all the books I read in January. I didn't love most of them, but I loved one, which is fine. Yeah, that is the video. I hope you liked it. I don't know. And I'll see you in my next weird video. Bye!